are therapists, trained in the highest degree, professionals working towards whatever your needs may be. And with a little professional help, you'll be on your way indeed to a life filled with possibilities. Therapy, therapy. Come have a session with me. Find what you're looking for. Open your closed doors and let your mind be free. Therapy, therapy.
I know it's only a few weeks away, but I'm still not sure.
Not sure about what? Come on, Boston in April? It'll be so much fun.
It would be so much fun, but we just don't have the money right now. With Dennis's tuition.
First of all, there's never enough money. Sometimes you just have to say, what the hell?
Well, that's exactly what I'm thinking Michael will say. What the hell? And Jessie, she would kill me if I spent all that money for a weekend away.
Oh, so don't tell them.
And what? I just disappear for 3 days? Maybe they won't notice?
So call them from Boston on Friday.
Charlie, that simply will not work.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Shauna, you're a grown woman. Your daughter can't forbid you to go.
Well, of course she can't, but...
And Michael never says no to you.
Well, hardly ever. Never.
He's completely incapable of denying you anything. So, I don't see the problem.
I feel guilty, that's all. Michael and Jessie never take time away from the practice.
Exactly. That is the problem. You guys are all burnt out. Come on, this is Bon Jovi's final tour before they retire. Do you remember when we saw him for the very first time freshman year?
Of course I remember. That was unforgettable. That was that night that we got stuck in the city and had to hitchhike back to campus.
And that guy's car broke down and we had to call and wake up Cecilia to come pick us up. Oh my God, she was so mad.
Oh, she was mad. That we hitchhiked, not that we woke her up. She used to wake us up all the time, remember? Crying about her latest romantic failure.
Oh no, poor thing. Who'd have thought she's the one of us that ends up happily married?
What do you mean? I'm happily married.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna call and make the reservations, and I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Well, that settles that. Now, what do I tell Michael?
Hi. Oh, this is interesting.
What's interesting?
There's a conference coming up that has a seminar with how to get new patients.
Geez, Dad, you'll do anything not to have an open house, won't you?
Oh, honey, we're not doing that open house idea. You know how I feel about that. We gotta do something that's gonna work.
The open house will work. It's my idea.
You're getting more and more like your mother every day.
Where is this conference? Boston, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If you register by tomorrow, you get a pretty good discount.
Yeah, an open house. Dude, if only you could get your parents to leave for the night.
Think I should go?
I think you and Mom should both go. You can divide and conquer. There are several classes about attracting and keeping patients.
I don't think Mom's gonna want to go. She doesn't like these professional conferences.
You could sell it to her as a romantic weekend in Boston with a couple of meetings thrown in. She'll go for that.
Romantic? What's that?
Look it up. 50 Shades of Grey. Mom will appreciate it.
Jessie, really?
Dad, I'm a grown woman.
I know you're getting older every day.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you just get more mature and stuff. That's all.
I know. So don't forget to register for the conference by midnight tonight, or you'll miss out on the great discount.
Yeah, I know. I'll talk to your mom about it after dinner tonight.
Oh, speaking of dinner, I'm not going to be home. I'm meeting Sassafras in the center of town. I'll just grab something there.
Oh, Sassafras. Blue hair. No, does she still do the art attack thing?
No more blue hair, but yeah, she's still doing her art attack thingy. Okay, so don't forget to register for the conference.
You have to keep reminding me, honey. I'm not a child, you know.
Come on, Dad, you have the attention span of a goldfish.
What was that? Oh, Mr. Cardinale? Yeah. No, I'm not interested this month in the antidepressants. Maybe next month. Okay, bye-bye.
Antidepressants?
For the patients, honey, not me.
If we don't get any new patients, I think we will start having to take them ourselves. Okay, don't forget to sign up for the conference. Stop playing that video game. And think about my open house idea.
Oh, we're not doing the open house, honey. We're not. Oh, I'm going to stay up late tonight. I want to find out what Sassafresh's new hair color is, okay?
Dr. Carter-Wilson, what are you doing in here, in the den? Your patients arrive any minute now.
Oh, well, I've been thinking about using this space as a second office for a while now, and I thought I would try it out today,
Okay, Dr. Carter-Wilson, but I thought you'd said to Dr. Carter-Wilson that...
I am Dr. Carter-Wilson.
No. I meant the man of the household. Your husband. This is so confusing.
All right. Well, anyway, Deanie, what do you think? Maybe that chair over here?
Sure, let's try it out.
Okay, great. Oh, thank you. So, Deanie, you've been here for a few weeks now. How do you like it?
Well, it's nice and all, but you guys don't seem to have too many returning patients. In fact, you don't seem to have too many patients at all. So I've been watching, The Young and the Restless and Dr. Phil, who, by the way, has tons of patients. He has patient overflow,
Oh, well, so what exactly did you do before you came here?
I was a used car salesperson.
Really?
In fact, if you ever need a good deal on a Chevy, let me know and I'll hook you up.
Oh, that's good to know.
Oh, I'd better be going back to my desk because the only patients we have scheduled for today arrive any minute now. It'll be the highlight of my day. Well, that and watching Dr. Phil, whether he can cure this person of her sex addiction. I need to work on that. Sex addiction, yeah.
You do that, Deanie.
So we'll do. And oh yeah, good timing because The Young and the Restless starts soon after Dr. Phil ends. So, but you do want me to bring those people right in here?
Yes, thank you, Deanie.
Okay, will do.
Thank you, Deanie. Oh, come on, honey. Be careful now.
You must be Mr. and Mrs. Pratt. I'm Dr. Carter-Wilson.
Oh, hello, doctor. Please call me Molly, and this is my husband, Greg.
Very nice to meet you. Come on in.
All right, thank you. Thank you, doctor. Careful, honey. Okay. All right, careful now. Okay. Good boy.
Greg, why don't you tell me about your leg?
I had surgery.
Oh, really? What kind of surgery?
Oh, well, he had surgery to correct his anterior cruciate ligament. Isn't that something?
Oh, I understand. So, since your ACL injury, you've been feeling depressed. Most athletes are able to regain their former level of activity as long as they follow their doctor's advice.
I'm not depressed, and I'm not an athlete.
Well, I'm sure you feel that way right now, but once you've recovered, you'll be back to yourself again.
Really, it's true. He's not depressed, nor is he an athlete. He tore the ligament standing still, the silly.
Oh, all right. Okay, so since this is our first session together, we'll begin with me asking you a few questions about yourselves.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it, darling?
Mm-hmm. So why don't we begin with why you're here today? What is it that you're hoping to work out together in our sessions?
Well, gosh, I don't really know, doctor.
Say a little more about that. Is it that there are so many things you want to work on?
Well, I can't really say. Everything is really just great.
I see. Greg, what is it that you hope to work on?
I don't see the point. Nothing will change.
Nothing needs to change. Everything is wonderful just the way it is, doctor.
What is it that you would like to see change, Greg?
Why bother? It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter. It means because nothing needs to change, doctor.
I see. So can you tell me why you made the appointment with me today?
Oh, sure. Well, our daughter is Felicity. She's a public relations specialist, and Genevieve, a motivational speaker. They just thought we might like to get some counseling.
Ah, and why might they think you would benefit from some counseling?
I don't really know. They didn't say.
But you made the appointment anyway?
Oh, sure. I like to try new things, don't you?
Yes. Greg, you agreed to come along. Why is that?
Well, it's not like I had anything better to do. I can't do much till they tell me to take the brace off.
Let's see. All right. Well, why don't we get started? We can do some activities today that should help me get at the root of your marital troubles.
Marital troubles? We don't have any marital troubles, do we, sweetums?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll begin with some simple activities such as a word association.
Oh, I love word games.
Oh, great.
But you know what, Doctor? It's time for Greg's exercise. It'll just take a minute. Are you ready, darling? 1, 2, 1,
I'm
2,
not sure that
1, 2. Okay, we're all set. I think you're all set. Come on. Sit back, sweetie pea. Go ahead. It's all right. Sorry, we're all set, Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start the word association then. I'm going to say a word, and I want you to respond with the first word that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right. Day.
Sunshine.
Greg, day.
Cloudy.
Let's see. All right. Night.
Oh, starry. Starry.
And Greg, night.
Mare.
All right. Apple.
Oh, fritters. Oh, I have the best recipe. I'm going to make some for us tonight, honey bunch.
Very nice. Okay. Greg, apple.
Poison.
All right. This is very interesting. You have very different views on the world, and that can lead to a lot of friction in a marriage.
Oh, Doctor, we don't have any friction. Well, not the bad kind, you know.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we move on? I'd like you to think of some adjectives that you believe your spouse might use to describe you. We can start with the letter A and move on from there. Greg, why don't you begin?
A, Greg.
How might Molly describe you?
Aggravated.
Oh, darling, I would never call you aggravating. No. Let's see. The letter A, Greg might say, he might say I'm active. I'm pretty active. Yeah.
See that?
Greg, the letter B.
I'm bad-tempered.
Oh, Poopsie, you're not. I would never say that. Now, let's see. Letter B. Oh, he would probably say I'm bothersome. It's only because I love him so much.
See?
Cantankerous.
Oh, no, Tony. No, don't ever say that. I would never say that. No. Let's see. The letter C. He might say, I'm crafty. Yes, he might say I'm crafty.
You do make a lot of crafts.
As a matter of fact, Doctor, I just finished this little doll for the neighbor next door. Isn't that cute? It's my thank you angel. I'm thankful for my husband and my husband's head and I love my husband so much. See? She'll love it. I'm kind of crafty.
That's lovely. All right. Okay, so why don't we start over, and this time we'll think of adjectives that you would use to describe your spouse. Again, you can start with the letter A if that's the easiest way to go about it. Molly, why don't you start this time?
All right, let's see. A, the letter A. Adorable. Greg is adorable. He's my adorable husband.
All right.
A, Greg.
Altruistic.
Let's see the letter B. Beloved. Greg is my beloved. Yes, beloved. B, Greg.
Blithe.
Well, that's a wonderful adjective, and it certainly describes Molly very well.
Thank you, darling. The letter C. Let's see. Charismatic.
Really? Yes.
Colorful.
Well, I do like my colors, yes.
Well, I can see that you both have things that you admire about each other. So, what was that?
Oh, you know what? That was my cell phone. It was the timer. It's time for Greg's medicine.
Oh.
Let me just stop a minute here. You hold this. Don't spill it, darling. Okay, now let's see. I've got to make sure I got the right medicine here. Okay,
You want to stay ahead of that pain.
Oh, yes. Here we go. I think this will do. All right. All right, there you go, honey. Okay, now sip it. All right. No spill. All right, just a spoonful of love makes the medicine go down. Good boy. Okay, we're all set now. Thank you, doctor.
All right. Okay. So then, I think for our next activity, we'll let's imagine ourselves in some different scenarios. What might you do if you found a $100 bill on your windshield and there was a note saying, "Spend it however you'd like"?
Oh, well, Greg and I have always wanted to take salsa dance lessons. We love to dance. Oh, that would be so wonderful. That $100 could pay for some dance lessons, honey.
I'd leave the money on the windshield.
Tell me a little about that.
I'd probably buy something with it that I don't need and feel guilty about it.
Well, then in the next rainstorm, the $100 bill would fly off and some lucky person would grab it. They'd be so thrilled.
Let's imagine that the phone rings and it's your boss calling to tell you that there's been a flood at work and the office will be closed for a week.
Oh, that would be great. I'd get to stay home all week to nurse my sweetheart from his surgery.
Floods cause mold. That can be really bad.
All right, let's try this. Why don't you try taking the other person's perspective just for a moment? Molly, what might you add on to Greg's point that floods cause mold, which is a bad thing?
Well, now, I know mold can be a bad thing, but you know what? You remember Dr. Alexander Fleming. He worked with mold in his laboratory, and he invented penicillin, and it saved so many lives. So mold can be a good thing, too. Mm-hmm.
That was a good effort. All right, Greg, what might you add on to Molly's point about penicillin?
Penicillin could be good for some people.
I think we're getting somewhere now.
I'm allergic to penicillin. If someone gave me penicillin, I'd be dead.
Oh, that just hurts my heart to hear you say that. Oh, please don't say that. Oh, what would I never do without you?
Maybe this wasn't the best line of thinking to follow. Let's move on to something else. If you could change one thing about your partner, what would it be?
One thing?
Greg, I see you're shaking your head. Why is that?
This won't help.
Molly, what do you think?
Well, I think I've got it.
Greg, are you ready to hear what she has to say?
I suppose so.
Nothing.
But nothing doesn't actually count as one thing. In fact, nothing isn't a thing at all. It's nothing.
I know what I'd change about Molly.
All right, let's hear that.
Me.
Oh, no, sweetie pie, don't say that. No, Dr. Carter Wilson said that nothing is not anything at all, and so I'd be nothing without you. No, don't say that, honey.
So his negativity doesn't bother you?
Negativity? What do you mean, Doctor?
Greg, does your wife's optimism ever become difficult to deal with?
She keeps me cheerful.
So you don't consider your marriage to be challenging?
Oh, by heavens, no, it's as easy as pie. Isn't it, darling?
Can we go now? I'm getting tired.
Oh, I bet you're exhausted. Yes, well, honey. Well, here, we can go home right now. All right, be careful now. All right. I know I don't want you to be too tired for later. Doctor, we're going to have to go. Tonight's our special time.
Oh, all right. Well, you can see Deanie on your way out and make your next appointment.
Oh, well, Doctor, thank you so much. I don't think we'll be making any more appointments. But thank you anyway. This sure has been fun. Come on, honey.
Doctor, they did not make another appointment.
You know, Deanie, I think it was the den. It must have made them uncomfortable.
Yes, Doctor, I'm sure that that's what happened.
Well, that's all right. We'll just save the space for when Dennis is a physician. Do you know, the Pratts were the most interesting couple I've ever met. If I could bottle whatever it is they've got, I could make a fortune and we would never have to have an open house.
It's too bad, really. Another patient never coming back.
Well, they might. They might.
I doubt it. But miracles could happen.
So how was your couples therapy today, dear?
Oh, don't even ask. I don't think they appreciated a single thing I had to say.
Well, I hope you didn't do the word association game. Or that one adjective that best describes the other. Or that $100 bill thingy on the windshield.
Well, I was a little off my game today. I held the session in the den.
Aha! So you do like the idea of having the den as a second office?
No, I don't. It didn't work at all.
Well, maybe it didn't work because, in couples therapy, my dear, you need to have the couples do the majority of the talking, and you just sit back and listen.
No, the problem was definitely the den. They didn't even make another appointment.
Oh, I know. We're having problem keeping patients. I mean, the only ones we seem to be able to keep are the ones that have a court order.
Well, don't worry, honey. Things will pick up.
Oh yeah, how?
Well, things always seem to work out somehow. You'll see.
You know, I think we need to be more proactive.
Proactive?
Mm-hmm.
You don't mean we should have that open house?
Oh no, not that silly idea. I'm thinking about a conference.
Oh, Michael, how is attending a dull conference going to help us attract more patients?
Well, this one here has actually seminars on how to get new patients and actually keep them.
Michael, you know I despise those things. And anyway, they're very expensive.
No, look at this. If we sign up by midnight tonight, that's the rate we get.
Boston in April?
Mm-hmm.
That might be very nice.
What do you think?
Maybe.
Oh, come on. Boston, April, alone. Who can resist?
Well, now that you mention it, I can't. Let's book it.
Terrific. We're on.
Charlie, you're not going to believe this. Michael just suggested that we go to a conference in Boston the same weekend as the concert. Well, I'll have to go to a seminar or two, but Michael won't notice if I skip out on most of it. If he says anything, I say I got bored and went shopping or something. Oh, he knows I can't tolerate these seminars. I know it'll be fantastic. Yeah, it's like it's meant to be. Yeah, me too. I can't wait. Bye.
That proves it. Mom's having an affair.
We are therapists, trained in the highest degree, professionals working towards whatever your needs may be. And with a little professional help, you'll be on your way indeed to a life filled with possibilities. Therapy, therapy. Come have a session with me. Find what you're looking for. Open your closed doors and let your mind be free. Therapy, therapy. Bring your baggage through the door. Don't worry, I've heard that and more. Soon you'll be on your way to the road to recovery with a little guidance from me. Therapy, therapy. Come have a session with me. Therapy, therapy, therapy.